Hello, welcome to the pre-market observation. It is Wednesday, November 15th, 2023. Right off the bat, big day yesterday. CPI came in at 3.3%. Uh, yeah, was it 3.3? Was it 3.2? I can't remember. Um, I think it's 3.2, right? Um, because the consensus was 3.3 and it came in just below as I was expecting. Um, and I think we are halfway through the month. Okay, so let's not get way far ahead. As of right now, with the current trend of energy prices and rent keep falling, I think we have a decent chance to see 3% or less. But what? The headwind is seasonal strong spending, right? Because we know November, Thanksgiving, Christmas shopping, and these days all the retailers are no longer waiting. You know, growing up in the 80s and the 90s, I'm sure we all aware of, Christmas shopping season kick off after Thanksgiving. Well, that's long gone. Okay, Christmas shopping now kick off in November. Even now, it started already. Okay, advertisement and everything, it's already started. Okay, forget about after Thanksgiving. Sure, it's still a tradition for many people, but it's going to be strong. Okay, it's going to be strong. So that is going to be one of the headwind that may prevent CPI to go below 3% as far as November CPI that's going to come out, of course, early December. So that's a headwind. But for now, yesterday, big move. Okay, big move in bond, and not a surprise where it stalled out. Okay, so let's zoom in. Okay, so it basically came up into the zone, the area where it gapped down way back in, can you believe it? September. Wow, how time flies, right? That was the beginning of the downturn. Okay, so yeah, since big boys were shorting long bond, calling for 9%, 8% long-term rate, which is absolutely ridiculous. Okay, absolutely ridiculous. And I'm glad I went in and said, let my mid 80s put aside. Can it close the gap? All depend on economic data. Okay, so we're just gonna have, we just have to take 1 week at a time. All right, but for now, what I do, what have I been doing? Selling cover calls, right? If you want to sell cover calls, okay. So yesterday I sold cover calls at 94 as well as 93 because that's the gap fill. Okay, but most likely I will sell 93.5 and above. I have 92.5 to 94 expiring this Friday, but I just have one cover calls for 93, one for 94 right now. If take the 10% win, but for now I don't mind keeping them either. So I think the big gains are ahead for next year. Okay, let's move on to energy, USO. Now, for those that remember, in September, I complained that this move in oil is going to be a problem for the CPI, and it was. That was prevent CPI to come down, and then, so now what? Well, for those that trade the channel, kudos to you to buy USO if you did. Can it fill the gap? If you have USO, right? If you didn't trim, if you bought USO at 70 and trim at 73 at the 100 MA, that would have been a smart move. But at the minimum, gap fill 74-ish, right? So it's almost there, give or take 20 cents here and there, right? But you should trim for sure, trim into the 20 MA. Okay, let me repeat for God knows how many times. If my expectation for TLT come through, which means we are in a recession next year, which means TLT will probably go up at least 25, if not 30% from where it is right now, then oil will be lower. Okay, there is no such thing, no such thing, no matter what anyone say on TV, that oil is going to be doing anything good in a recession. No such thing. Okay, demand will be crashing. Okay, now USO, let me show you. This is oil right here. Okay, I don't talk about oil. USO is an ETF, but this is oil. Okay, now let's go back. Let me illustrate to you what I'm talking about. Time frame, custom. Let's go 2007. Let's go December. Let's go 2009. What was it? No, that last Great Recession was when? It started December of 2007. Okay, but a lot of people don't know. A lot of people were still bullish on oil, right? Because just because the technical definition of when a recession start is in December, that didn't come out. That news, the news that the recession started in December of 2007 did not come out until when? December of 2008, or 4 years late, as far as the NBER, the organization that officially declare if we are in a recession or not, when it start and when it stop. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Don't get me started on that organization. That they are about as useful as the Fed. Backward looking, numbskull, academia, late to the party, can't get out their way on old thinking, using old methods of collecting data, you name it. It's pathetic, shameful. Regardless, okay, so okay, look at how nasty oil behave. Okay, so do not think that oil can stay up where it is if we are go into a recession next year, because it will crash. Okay, mark my word. There's no such thing. No, it's the opposite of TLT. There's no such thing as a recession without rate getting cut and TLT pop. Okay, so pick your poison. Okay, pick your poison. What a move. What a pop. Okay, where can it go? Can it get up into the shoulder? Yeah. If you haven't trimmed yet, I say trim 351-ish. Okay, up there. Between 351 and 353. Yeah, up there. Because this channel could be the resistance, right? So up there between 351 and 353 is where you should be trimming. SPY, what a move. But we are getting up there. Once again, if you have it, trim. Yes, trim 454. Yeah, trim more. Set a sell order at 460. Yeah, year high. Yeah, breaking the channel. What a bold move, right? Wow, short get crushed. As much as I hate the market at times, I just cannot bring myself to short, because short can get killed in a hurry, much worse than being long. Okay, long, tend to work out in the long run, even when you're wrong. But short, oof. QQQ, we are near 52-week high. So yes, it's time to trim, okay? If you have it, and I do, my sell order is 390. Okay, I put a sell order at 390 just to get out on the overshoot, right? So yeah, a little bit greedy, but I mentioned in the chat group, okay, there's nothing wrong with being a little bit greedy, but yeah, it's getting toppy for sure. If you have a whole lot of QQQ, it's trim time, okay? Do I need to even look at the FANG to tell you it's trim time and sell into resistance, right? So yeah, I mean it's no brainer. Meta, new 52-week high. Wowza, wowza. Okay. Yes, I did trim a big chunk of my share at 322, and I'm not chasing. Not chasing. Okay. Do I think I can buy those share back down there where I trim or lower? Yeah. Okay. Nothing goes up in a straight line. Okay. It's between now and who knows 3-4. Okay. So yes, Meta. Now, where next? Okay. That's the big question. I have not trimmed. I don't plan to trim. But if you have it and you have too much, is trimming here at 338 a good thing? 339, I can see in pre-market it might even test 340. Yeah, tough to see. Okay, but look, I said 350. It was not random. Okay, it's up here. Okay, let me draw in 355. Okay, there's a zone that you should be paying attention to. That's where my trim order is, way up there. Okay, way up there. So yeah, if you want to put in a trim order at 355, you can. That's why I am. I'm not trimming anything between here and 355. Okay, but to get the 355, I will trim. Yeah, can you believe it? It's what a move. Okay, what a move. 390, 391. Okay, between 390 and 391, I believe my order is at 390 because I put that order in last week before of course, as the channel extend, it go higher, right? So I might adjust it to 392, right? Keep adjusting it higher. Be greedy. I trim, I believe 10% or 15% of my position on this move up here when it broke into this. So yeah, I can trim another 10% at 391. Okay, or 10 or 15%, depending on what my percentage wise. I want to be 25% out up there, but I do. Microsoft is my favorite of the bunch. Of course, I think well, for sure I'm selling put spread. Where? Down here. Okay, I'm selling put spread at 130, 128. I don't mind adding a lot of Google. Okay, I don't mind at all. Not at all. Okay, so for me, that's the one to add, not Meta, not Microsoft. So that's my top three right there. Okay, so now you know my top three. The rest, I'm going to skip because it's gonna be the same story. Trim if you have some. Use, um, whatever reference high you have going back a year or 2 years to trim. It's that simple. Don't make it too complicated. Okay. Um, we talked about USO already. Well, CVX coming off the bottom. Yeah, it's nothing to be too excited. Okay, it's position. Okay, there's always an overhang when it's an acquisition. So until that's done, sometime in December, I believe, then we're gonna have to move up. But for now, it's gonna likely trade sideways, and I think oil is gonna trade in a tight range down here. Okay, I don't see oil below 70. Um, or USO below 70, but at the same time, I don't see USO in the 80s either, unless some big political geopolitics nonsense come in and there's something. But for now, I don't see a huge pop in demand, and we got plenty of oil. We are awash in oil. Okay, um, ExxonMobil, if you want to buy the dip, wait for the gray zone. Okay, the gray zone. Okay, that's where you want to buy big, the gray zone. But if we're in a recession, run. It is that simple. All right, let's move on to the boring staple. I think a couple of weeks going into year end, right? Because it's just so much money that want to chase performance, and they're gonna flow into tech. That's why Google is my best and favorite play to participate in the tech FOMO. Um, but yeah, to me, it's nothing wrong with these staple. That's the tailwind now. Okay, they don't have the high inflation cost of the ingredients. They don't have labor costs exploding. What they have now is expanding margin. So I like this. Their earning is gonna be good. Okay, their earning is gonna be solid. Anything near the 100 MA, yeah. MCD, what a move! What a move! My goodness. Weight loss, yeah. All this fear mongering, oh my goodness. Even if the drug is cheaper, even if the drug, let's say hypothetically speaking, even if the drug is, for those that don't know, right now, I believe the drug is $900 plus a month. How many people can afford that? When the analysts come out with dire prediction that all these food related restaurant discretionary spending, blah, blah, do they factor in that the average person cannot afford the drug? It is absolutely silly. Sure, the top 1% will, but the top 1% is not the one that buy Frito-Lays, okay? They go to fancy restaurant eating filet mignon, all right? Elon Musk, take the drugs. He's not sitting there eating, spending less money on. It's just it's nonsense. Anyhow, Coke, McDonald's, Pepsi, I like. Okay, so nothing to hate there. Um, but not yet. It's not time to sell them yet. It's not. No need to add to them. No need to trim them. No need to sell them. No need to do anything. If you have them, you you can hold them for the dividend. Okay, there's nothing to do there. Speaking of tech, I forgot to talk about Nvidia. Yes, I trim. Wow, I would add more order. 503 is my next sell order. Wow. Okay. Wow. That's all I gotta say. Wow. The tech FOMO. Now, keep in mind, earning is coming up next week, I believe. Yeah, next week. I could be wrong, but I will check after. Yeah, let me check right now. When is earning for Nvidia? Earning. Let's see. I'm going onto my E-Trade account, so you can't see it on the screen, but might as well. Earning. Okay. I would not, trust me, if I see something crazy like 550, I would easily sell half, if not more, of my remaining. I think I have altogether like 20 share left. Or you betcha. You betcha. Between here and there, 20 share. Yeah, that's a lot of money. Okay, a lot of gain. A lot of gain. So yeah, I'm gonna be blowing them out up there. So it's crazy, but it can happen between now and that earning date. Okay. I wouldn't be holding. Okay, let me put it that way. I would not be holding. Speaking of Nvidia, SMH, what a move! Channel high, breakout into another channel. Okay, but yeah, it's getting toppy. Okay, is it a surprise that it's kind of here? It is at the 52-week high. Okay, so it gapped right into the 52-week high and hold, which is a good thing. Can it go higher? Yeah. Okay. How high? Well, it's in rare air territory. You're talking 52-week high, 3-year high, all-time high, right? So yeah, it's can it get as high? If Nvidia explode 10% higher, can it drag the SMH up there? Yeah, I don't think I can get to 180. Okay, I don't. I do not think that's in the card. So my best advice is, if you have SMH, is raise your stop, set your trim order somewhere above. I don't really have a target for you. Okay, I don't, because like I said, it's in rare air. Rare air. Okay, so look at that beautiful V shape. Wow, what a channel, right? My God. Down channel, up channel. Yeah. If you have it, congratulations. TXN, one of the few ugly chart that I liked. I was looking to buy down there at 135, never got there. I sell some put spread down there. It okay? Yeah, for me, if you want to sell put spread on TXN, maybe doing 140. Yeah, for sure. Use this gray zone as your protection. Okay. Otherwise, you want to do AMD, XN, I just have NVIDIA. The rest, it's no point on chasing these things, okay? Yeah, chasing. If you have it, trim, right? That's a common theme. If you have tech, enjoy the ride, be a little bit greedy, set your trim higher, right? But I wouldn't be chasing, I would not be adding, okay? Let me put it this way. The only place I want to add is Google and Microsoft if it gets cheap enough. But Google, okay? I'm being a dead horse here. Google. People ask me, where will you put money in tech? Google. Is that clear? Google. Okay, let me keep being as annoying as I can. Okay, it's that simple. You watch, I be dead wrong later. Um, let's talk about drug. That's another craziness over there. Yeah, Eli Lilly, crazy, crazy move, crazy. Oh my goodness, it's so crazy. It's insane, right? It's absolutely insane what's going on with Eli Lilly, all right? And trade, I will. Would I trim again? Yes. Where? If I see 620, 630, I have an order in at 630, okay? But my goodness, it's so crazy. It's the move is so exaggerated, right? You're talking about a $600 stock that can swing $10 to $20 a day. Yeah, it's crazy. But if you bought for one share, that might be enough to buy you lunch on this crazy week FE. Yeah, from zero. It was zero for a long time. For, I say, at least 3 months, it was zero. And then I start to add on this day right here, on this nasty move down, I add below 138 average. And then I've been nibbling, and yesterday I bought quite a lot. The lowest was 138.05. I had ordered below 138, and I am leaving them there. I left them there. Yeah, I sold put spread too. I sold 3 put spread yesterday, and yeah, no problem owning. Now I also been adding to JSK. Yes, I got more order in the gray zone, so come on down to 34, and I will keep adding in big sizes. By big, I mean 5 to 10 share. Okay, order. I get the big 100 share order right down here at 33.2 for 100 share, but the rest is like 5 or 10 share order. So yeah, keep coming down. As of right now, I believe I have 50 under 60. Oh no, I do. I have 60 shares. So small. At one point, I had 600. At this point right here, I had 600. Yeah, so I trade very fast. I also added Gilead below 75. I'm adding, and I will keep on adding. I also sell put spread. Okay, below 72, 70 down here. Yeah, I like. I like. Um, I do have order out there to buy tomorrow. Now, Biogen came down, got support where we think it should have support, and it did. It stayed down here. So if you want to do a put spread down there, yeah, you can. Okay, you can. Do like maybe 215, 210 kind of put spread. But to me, I already like Gilead. I only like AbbVie. I have exposure to Pfizer, Eli Lilly. I get more than enough exposure. Okay, on top of XBI. So no, I don't need any more. Okay, so I don't have anything there. XBI. Um, I sold cover call yesterday on my position. I sold put spread last week when it was down here, right? Yeah. If you bought in the gray zone, congratulations. If you didn't, I'm not sure what to tell you, okay? Because that the risk reward is there. Now, where did I sell my cover calls? I sell cover calls at 72 and 73, which I would be fine to let them go, especially when I bought them at 66. Okay, so not complaining on a 10% move in a couple weeks. Not complaining, right? So that's one reason why I'm not heartbroken that I sold a bunch of Meta, because I put a lot of money into many things that also went up 5 to 10%. So it's not like I missed out. It's okay. Okay. Was capital reallocation that works out fine. Speaking of a struggling sector, RTX, which I did sell cover calls as well for 3 straight weeks now. Um, it for sure the 100 is problem, right? It's tough. Barely fill the gap and then having a problem there. That's why I've been selling 83 put cover calls, yeah, even 84 cover calls, and I'm fine. Now I'm watching it closely for the 20 MA. Okay, if the 20 MA keep rising into 80, I'm going to use that as my stop because I got enough profit. I'm not going to give it back. Okay, I can always let it get calls away or get stopped out and buy it back below. Now Lockheed Martin, which I have been, I trim more than half of my position up here. So I'm kind of happy that I did not leave, $8 on the table because I trim at 452, more than half, or more like 60% of my position. So that's fine. Um, like I said, right now there's a reallocation into chasing tech. So I can see uh, the business of death, dying, and killing not getting the allocation. Not a surprise, okay? Not a surprise. Let's see, where else do we want to go up today? Target earning, right? So watch out. Wow, look like they popped. Earning must have been good. I see pre-market 125. So I need to read the report later, but hopefully, well, let's take a look. Let's take a look. Big earning beats. Sales fall again. I'll read it later. But a market like maybe they figured out to lessen the shrinkage. So if target pop like that, you know the other one that's gonna pop is gonna be OTA. Okay, OTA is gonna pop. Okay, OTA is gonna pop, and look like it's getting strong. So you will see. That could be the return of the retail. Trim, I did. Okay, I had a trim order at 247. That trigger. I have another order up here 250. Okay, um, I might adjust it. I had it at 250, but I might as well make it 251. I I think I already did that. Let me look. I think I did that yesterday. Let me look. Let me look. Because I figure for the blow off top move, I want to trim some. Let's see my order for Visa. Yes, 251. So I already changed it yesterday. So yes, I have a trim order at 251. Yeah, got a trim. Okay, AXP. Where's my trim order? Up here, 162. Okay, I'm gonna be a little bit greedy on AXP because it came way down and it has a way to go. But yeah, up there, 162. Okay, so that's my trim order is 162. I'm gonna bypass the 100, even though that might be a mistake. In fact, I'm gonna put in a trigger right here, an alert, so that I know. Create alert because I might trim. I'm not saying I'm not gonna, but right now I just have one trim order way up there. Above, question mark, trim type. So yeah, so there you go. My trigger 159-ish. So if it get there, I might trim. But for now, I have a 10% trim order up there at 162 and 15% order this trim at 167. Okay, so that I have two trim order above, but I might come in and throw a 5% trim order at the 100 MA to be disciplined. I mean, that's still greedy. Make no mistake. Okay, I'm glad I did not sell down here. Yes, I bought here. I bought on this move, but it was not pretty to see a $10 down move. But I have 100 shares. I accumulate 100 shares in this zone right here, in this zone. So yeah, it's in the money. Now KRE, I've been selling put spread. I did not add to any position. I sold a few put spread every week in the 40, 39 range, and yeah, but it might have resistance here. Okay, so 45. If you bought KRE 40, 39, okay, trimming at 45 is the smart thing. Okay, trimming there is the smart thing. Can it break? It can. If it does break it, okay, then 49-ish is your next sales target, right? I'm out of Goldman Sachs. If you have it, oops, Goldman Sachs. Yes, Goldman Sachs. I'm out. 26 is your next spot. Why? The downtrend. Okay, bang, bang, bang. Okay, so and it's lined up with the reference high, the shoulder, right? Shoulder, head, shoulder, right? So yeah, okay. If you have it, for sure, you should have a trim order right there in the 346 range. That's it for this week. Look like we should have a pretty good day. Let's see where, before I go, where is TLT right now? Yeah, it's gonna be down a little bit, but that's okay. Oh, of course, before I go, Bitcoin. Let's see what's going on here. Craziness, craziness. I did not trim, not recently. Okay, the last time I trimmed, okay, because I think, where is my stop? I'd be raising it. I'm gonna, well, I put in my stop a couple days late last week when the 20 MA um, was rising, but now it's rising even more. Okay, so I might adjust it to say 34.6, 30. I'm gonna raise it to 34.650. Okay, because that's the area. Look, it went sideways, right? It's a good, especially if the 20 MA come up, because I think it's kind of overbought right now, right? It's been a good run. Could be one of those events where you buy on the rumors of the ETF, you sell on the news if the ETF launch. I don't know, right? I just know that you gotta trade these technically instead of you know 38 was a tough spot, and I think if it can break out, sure, I will be trimming for sure up there. Okay, at 40,700 into 43.7, yeah, up there in that zone, it's a definite trim. But I will keep raising my stop. Okay, hey, my GBTC and BTC are in the green. I'm gonna protect my gain. Okay, it would be silly to give back a lot. Yeah. Have a good day.